Hello, Travis Combs here. It is August 25th, 2020. This is take two, and I'm walking here in Thornton, Colorado, and it's pretty crummy out. Now those clouds behind me, not rain. Not rain, I say to you. Those clouds are not rain. Smoke from several fires burning in our state. And in a bigger picture, the West in general. Uh, Terrible. I'm having a hard time breathing. I think it's serious. Um, I think, and I got some opinions on this last night. I believe some of them, in a way, informed opinion. And they stipulated, well, one of them said that. I asked, were these fires deliberately set? And I got a yes, actually, from one woman. One woman said no, but it felt like she couldn't believe it, as opposed to giving me a factual yes or no based on her observations, her psychic observations. So back in the 90's, when I was hanging in that bohemian crowd in Denver, a book was floating around called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it advocated a practice called the morning pages, which consists of writing 3 pages a day of whatever just comes to mind. Just get it all out. Write whatever you want. Do it 3 days. Do it every morning. 3 pages, nonstop. Anyway, you can easily transfer that to the video sphere. Maybe doing a 10, 15, 20-minute video. I don't know. I was thinking 10. 10-minute videos every day, spouting anything I want. What's actually in my head. Actually, a woman's in my head. She comes and goes. Anyway, her name's Tara. If you're curious. Anyway, so I decided to do this. I totally think these fires are unnatural. They're definitely unprecedented. I lived here most of my life, and that's 40 plus years, and I've never seen anything like this. Here's facing east, actually, which is, in my opinion, the only salvation actually out of here is moving east. Here you go. And it's bad there, too. Up in the north end of town in Denver here, in Aurora, I'm sorry, the southeast part of town, Aurora wasn't so bad. But here up northeast in Thornton, ugh, yuck. I'm very saddened by this. I do think they were deliberately set. There's something that rings very true about that. And it makes me sad that my fellow man would actually do that. Okay? I would never do that. Even in my most angry, hardcore punk rock moment, all right? I would never do something like that. I would never start a forest fire. Ever. Never. Why would you deliberately do that? I don't know. And if it was done just out of a prank, out of pure nihilism, as a motive, I would feel even more sad. Even though I sound angry right now, but you know what? I cried the whole way in my drive home in my car. I was in tears. Maybe that was just a bodily reaction to get the smoke out of my eyes. It literally is that bad for me. Like it stings my eyes, it hurts my nose. As you can hear, I sound congested, and that is because of the smoke. So I don't know. I feel awful. I want to volunteer. I know it sounds like I'm virtue signaling, but I do. I want to volunteer and use my superhuman powers to put out every single fire in the state. And if I got time, go ahead and do California as well. But I don't know what I could I don't know what I could do, It's I'm very saddened by this, and I've always known that society as we know it Had no sustainability, none. I even knew this as a child. I knew cars were bad for the air. I knew urban sprawl would be devastating to the immediate environment around it for miles, in circumference around a city. It just devastates the region. I think this was. I think this is. I think this was inevitable. Yeah, I've got many generations tied to the state. I shit on Colorado a lot, but 4 generations of my father and 3 of my mother, and we may have to move. All right, hold up, somebody's coming. I am not a mental patient, I promise. But, anyway, I don't know if we're getting to that 10-minute point. No, I got about 7 minutes or 3 minutes and about 40 seconds to go. So I'm going to just try to fill the time here. I still have a moderate sex addiction. There's no doubt. I hope my family members don't see this, but it's true. It's something I struggle with. I'm trying to go full celibate right now, or at least try to do it right in finding a mate, a lover. Hold on. And the smog is unbelievable, isn't it? The smoke. It feels apocalyptic. I have never seen it this bad before. I hope to God we get relief. It makes me sad that this place is burning alive. I wish you could smell through the video, It really is. It smells smoky. I've taken surgical tape and put it around my lips, my mouth at night, one vertical, one horizontal. That forces breathing through the nose, by the way. I'll try to do a demonstration of it in my next video. Please hit like and subscribe. Porn, masturbation, orgasm. I don't know. I think many Americans have experienced it. I remember dirty bookstores in the 80's and 90's, man. I went to my first one when I was 18. And it continues even, God, all the way till recently. And recently, even though internet has saturated everything, including, masturbatory pleasures, I don't know. I went to these places out of nostalgia, just because I'm kind of fucked up. But I don't know. Half the time I don't think I'm so bad here. I'm going to go at a different angle, I still think this scamdemic came from nothing. I think they thought it up. I think they pulled it out of thin air. I think it's a con. I don't think it's a virus that was deliberately created for bio warfare, because there is none. Oops, hold on. I promise I'm not a mental patient, But yeah, I think of Tara. I know in my heart that it's impossible. When I think of a girl this much and I chase after this much, I know from historical occurrences in my life that the ones I want this much, the ones that I care about this much, the ones that I care about the outcome this much, I rarely get. I rarely get that girl. I usually end up with a different girl. That's good too. Somebody I haven't even met. Like this babe jogging at us. She's really good looking, dude. She's a swarthy girl. That's all I got.